Acts of profanity like the one you're seeing have gone viral on social media, not only because of the acts of desecration of the altar of St. Peters Basilica, but also because the staff failed to stop the man from urinating beneath Bernini's baldachin. The incident spilled out into the streets. Pilgrims from around the world couldn't understand why there were no sanctions or so little protection.
Un familiar mío,
A
por
relative
hacer
of mine was fined 700 euros for urinating on a street in Madrid because it was impossible to find a bathroom. So honestly, a strong penalty here wouldn't hurt.
Maybe stand a little closer to the altar when you see somebody about to, do something like that. You could stop them, drag them away, something like that.
It doesn't make sense that with the kind of security they have in the Vatican, they would allow something like this. I mean, they need to be more attentive. These acts of profanity, of course, create a negative experience for visitors and pilgrims, but authorities of the Basilica have shared a response.
Quello che è successo è
And what happened is limited, very limited, so we must always take into account all the preventive activity that begins outside the Basilica, as well as all the active and proactive measures carried out inside it. Normally, there are at least 40, 50, or 60 people on duty for security. After several complaints questioning the lack of security in the Vatican, St. Peter's Basilica has taken steps to reinforce protection around one of its most sacred spaces. A movable barrier has been installed around the altar of the confession to prevent individuals from accessing it and attempting to profane the site which marks the tomb of St. Peter. The structure is made up of highly transparent panels designed to minimize visual impact and to respect the artistic and architectural value of the altar and baldachin. In February, another man climbed onto the same altar and threw candlesticks to the ground. In 2023, a completely naked person carried out another intrusion as a protest against the war in Ukraine. The penitential rite was held by clergy of the Basilica after the last incident. Presided over by Cardinal Gambetti, the creed was recited and the altar was sprinkled with holy water for its purification.